My friends, it's Tack. Today we're going to take a look at this Schrade Scaxe 5. Comes with this little nylon sheath, button snaps, and thankfully this one comes out the bottom instead of the top, because I hate those kinds. Comes out very easily. You got a couple belt loops right there, which are snap, which is nice. Then you ain't got to undo your belt and slide it off. So that doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, it's a little flimsy, but at least this one's better than the older Scaxe sheaths. For the Tomahawk itself. Full tank construction. And yay, this ain't 8CR or 3CR or blah blah blah. It's actually SK5, high carbon steel. So that's cool. Full tank construction. Pretty thick too. Guessing 1/4 inch. Got a little pry bar there at the end. I'll go over the technical specs real quick. The cutting edge is 3.1 inch. The overall length is, I gotta look, I forgot, 12.8 inch, and the weight is 1 pound 9 ounces. Take a closer look at the handle here. They said it's like some reinforced nylon, something like that, kind of like an FRN or a GRN, which it doesn't. It's a little bit smooth, but with all those dimples, that does help give you a little bit of traction. And the shape is really good. The one thing about this, which is strange because usually something's a little too small for me. This is actually a little too wide. It's just passable, but it's just like, I mean, my hand barely fits that right there. Down here it's a lot better, but that's just kind of a big palm swell. So they might want to make that just a little bit skinnier next time, just to fit more hand sizes. Closer look at the spike. Got a cool shape to it. Now I did notice this is totally flat right there. I don't know if I can get that to focus for you. No, not really. But that's blunt right there. It's pointed this way, but like right here, I think that's just to make it more rugged, digging up roots, whatever. And the edge, the bevel is perfect. I did check that, and it does seem pretty sharp by feel, but there's only one real way to find out. Let's go outside and test this thing. Try out the initial sharpness. Like I said, it seems pretty good. Just choke up and see what we can do. Whoa, that actually bit in really good. Wow. Yeah, sharpness is, wow, it's actually really freaking high. It's pretty damn good. Do the 10 chop test, see how this does. Put my hand all the way down here as far as I can. Wow, not that bad for such a little hawk. Quick close-up. Actually pretty good, man. That was actually really smooth, that one. Now this is a little rotten, but not that bad. This went down probably about 2 years ago, so it's still pretty solid. Try going with the grain now. That sounded weird. That sounded like frickin' metal. No, I'm just tripping. Wow. Wow, this thing's actually sinking pretty good. The other Scaxes they had, the 3 and the 4, they were decent. Well, especially for the money. This thing seems like a step up though. Especially from the Scaxe 4. I like the 3 better than the 4. And the 5 seems like it's pretty awesome. Better steel too, no more of that 3CR 13 MOV. Use some SK5. Yeah, this thing has some power, I'm surprised. Try the spike now. Okay, I gotta say something right off the rip. That very first swing, that felt weird. Cause you see how curved this is? Wow, well, stuck in pretty damn good though. It's like the grip is perfect when you're using it this way, but as soon as you turn it around, that actually feels pretty weird. Unless you choke up a little bit. But as you're swinging it, man, that blade's kind of close to your arm. You know what I'm saying, when you're bringing it back. The spike works good though. Let's do some torquage. Let's see how this SK5 is. Let's hopefully I don't break it. A bit of prying action. So far so good. Even though that tip ain't totally sharpened, it's doing pretty good. Come on, out of there. Yeah. Do some twisting. Let me take a look, see if she's straight still. Looks good. Now we'll do some chopping with it. Piece of black cherry, not totally huge or nothing, but compared to the tomahawk or small axe, whatever you want to call it. See how the old geometry is for doing stuff like this. Ooh, nice. Nice and clean. Grab a little bit bigger piece. This is, I think this is beech right here. Bigger piece. See how this does. Come on, stand up for me. That's the toughest part. Now, I'm gonna have to move over here for a sec. Sorry, guys. No shock or nothing through the handle or nothing, the handle scales. It's doing it. No slippage either, just thinking about it. No slippage, no shock. Knock it off. This frickin' thing. Just stand up for 2 seconds. There we go. Just for fun, we'll try this stupid piece that I failed to baton with a, what was it, a cold steel Recon Scout and something else. I just couldn't do it. Piece of black birch, that's nasty as hell, big old knot. We'll swing this at it a couple times. Nice shot tack. Actually, that sucked. That's better. Yeah, I actually gave up on 2 videos, 2 different videos, trying to baton this stupid piece of wood. Gotta work on my aim. Get out of here, stupid cars. Sorry about that, guys. Humans, they're everywhere. She's starting to split, but I've heard that one before. This piece is nasty. It's biting in. Doesn't feel like it's gonna fly out of my hand, nothing like that. But this piece is just gnarly frickin' shit. Oh man, now I did it. Good job, Tack. Okay, we're gonna flip this thing over. Take a couple shots from this side, maybe we can finish the darn thing off. If not, we'll go get like a rifle or something. This piece of wood. Well, it'll definitely chop small firewood. This is way above and beyond what I should be doing. But you know how I do. I always do crap like that. Well, I don't know if I'll ever get this piece of wood. It's almost there, but it's just a tough son of a gun. It just doesn't seem like it wants to go, though. And it's sinking right in there. It's definitely sharp enough. I gotta say, out of probably any Schrade I've ever used, this is probably the sharpest. I mean, even their knives, this thing's actually really freaking sharp. I was very impressed with it. It just doesn't have enough mass and momentum to cleave this freaking big ass piece of wood. But it's definitely doing some damage. One more swing. That sucked. Well, this log gets to live through another review. So in the end, how do I feel about this little thing? It's actually the best one from Schrade I've used yet. It's definitely better. The only thing that was goofy, like I said, is if you flip it around and you use this spike, then it feels weird. But besides that, it works really well. SK5 held up against the twisting and stuff. Ultra sharp. I can't believe how sharp this darn thing is. I gotta figure out what the retail is for it, because I don't know. Schrade sent this to me for a review, but you know, it doesn't have a lot of power because it's not huge, but for the size, it has good power. So 1 to 10, I'd probably give this thing a solid 7. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Until the next time we meet.